Let's see if the does it. Now connecting to the server. Weird. So yeah, I'm 3 days in.
Yeah.
And you're gonna say it gets easier.
Yeah, I think it's 3 days is a benchmark, or the 72-hour mark is a benchmark for me, and then 2 weeks is a benchmark. That's when I start losing some of the anxiety from drinking, I think, right around then.
When do you become happy?
That's an endless process.
It never happens. We're at the point of our lives we're just chasing
that
the dragon
dream all the time.
One day I'll be happy. One day. One day.
That's a terrible thing to say to someone. There was your first spot right there.
There it was. Where is it? Shit, there's a lot of stuff I got to do in order to make this work.
We need 2 more people. We need someone for camera and someone for drops.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a horrible thing to say, sir. That's a horrible thing to say, sir.
Sorry, it is what it is, right?
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. Stupid.
But hilarious.
It is. It's gotta be funny. I just gotta remember, I just gotta work the down up arrow over here.
It's like flying the Millennial Falcon.
The Millennial Falcon.
The Millennium Eagle.
Come on, man. Don't do this.
Oh. So, yeah.
We're going dry, sir.
What?
There's nothing to drink in there that's non-alcoholic, so we're just winging it.
What about that? Are you winging to that Coke?
Yeah.
No water?
No waters.
You got no waters?
There's no waters. Gonna get a water?
I got my teas. You can run and grab a water if you want to real quick.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. You ready to start this thing up?
Sure.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. Right.
I should probably look at the notes of the
Nah,
show.
The man in
fuck
black
it. Just
fled
fly by the
across the
seat of your
desert.
pants. That's the way to do
The
it.
gunslinger followed.
Just pay attention.
This
for
episode of
once.
the
Last Kicker
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Get the iHeartRadio app. Now you can hear the same shitty music you hear on the radio on your phone or tablet. Not done listening to the latest Breaking Benjamin jam? Don't worry, you can take them into work with you. Are the Bobs giving you a hard time about wearing your Toby Keith shirt on Jeans Day? Tune them out with some boot in their ass. You getting all worked up watching the new Nicki video? Take it into the bathroom and finish stroking that fine white cock.
That's not woke.
iHeartRadio app. Listen to the same shitty music
Not
you
woke
listen
at
to
all.
on the way
No.
to your shitty job any time of your shitty day.
Now it's go time.
Idiot Show 506. for January 3rd, 2023. And here I put 2022 on the damn show note sheet. Still living in last year. We're on the threshold of it being the year of the rabbit.
Yeah, you just did a delay of game on the year.
Yeah, I did. I need to go change that
You
up.
got flagged.
Yeah. It is 51 days until the beginning of the F1 season. 51 days till the drivers start practicing and our pants get tight.
We ease the seat back.
Reach down between the legs and ease the seat back.
There we go.
Come on, Dave, give me a break. Oh, that's not the same song,
that's
is it?
That's the change.
Yeah.
Nothing stays the same.
Sex change. I've been rearranged.
Yeah, that's
Something like
the
that.
overseas version, man. You got to go overseas for that
You
version,
do.
right?
Did you know that today is your drummer's birthday?
No.
Yeah, today is Josh Curry's birthday. Happy birthday,
happy-
Josh.
Birthday, Josh. Happy Tuesday, Josh.
Happy Tuesday, Josh.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday. Let's see here.
Matt, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Bigfoot.
Dustin, happy
Oh.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Bigfoot.
Happy Tuesday, Stubbs.
Hey, Marlon. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Oh, happy Tuesday, Marlon. I got a package I need delivered to your house. I'll probably bring it over tomorrow.
Oops.
Because
That just got flagged. Those in order just got flagged.
I will eat your ass.
And the person who made that probably flagged. We got 3 flags on that one drop. 3 flags.
we did.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna
our
get a little
guest.
surprise every once in a while. We got an awesome guest here with us in studio. Yeah, it is the plastic Bill Burr.
Yeah, you seem pretty cocky for a guy with a little dick.
Well, whoa, Bill, Bill, you just calm
Oh,
down.
Dude, so
Whoops.
genius.
You just calm down.
He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, right? Or is he a
Uh,
Giants fan?
No, he's from Boston, so
Oh, he's a New England Patriots
he needs
fan.
to be a Patriots fan, right?
Oh, okay.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
One thing I do know is
I'm ready
I
for the
love
Eagles.
Japanese people.
I'm ready for the Eagles to suck some more. Like,
they need to suck one more game.
yeah, there's no way though. There's no way that they're gonna suck one more game, right? They can't. Unless homeboy's hurt a lot worse than
They're
their lead.
plagued with injuries.
Yeah,
They're
get
gonna
it,
they're
but-
gonna dribble dick into this.
yeah, it's starting to look like it.
Yeah.
Like if I was a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you know how worried I would be. I'd be like, no, dude, no, pulling the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And their last who were they up against? What's their last game?
I think against the Giants, and the Giants still they don't have
Oh,
to
yeah, it
play
is the
because they have
Giants.
outright 6. Like they're in no matter what, nothing can change for them. So they're saying that the Giants aren't going to play their players.
Those sons of bitches.
Of course, the Giants are saying, "Yeah, we're playing
Yeah.
because it's football. Can you out football me?"
Wait. Philly's saying that or Giants are saying that? The Giants are going to play? Or
The
are they gonna
Giants
sit out?
already have their position solidified. There's nothing.
Yeah,
that
there's
can
nothing
happen.
they
so
can
they're,
do to
they're,
move.
They're all the everybody thinks they're just going to sit their starters and stuff.
Oh.
But of course, the Giants players and organization saying, "Fuck yeah, we are. We're going to play."
Yeah, we need them to play
I know.
and play hard. I think
Yes.
I mean it's a rival. You're right down the road from each other, sort of
Yeah.
a couple hours away, or an hour away. You need to fight each other.
That's the thing
You need to battle each other.
about the NFC East we haven't had in a really long time. Everybody's just beating the shit out of it. Like anybody could go. Anybody could come out of the NFC East because everybody is just beating the hell out of each other.
The
like,
way it looks is
Once you get out, it's a cakewalk.
all the what do you call them?
Yeah,
all
I
the
said it,
extra
Tampa Bay.
spots are all going to be NFC East teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
So if it stands as it does today, we're going to be playing Tom Brady in the first round at Tom Brady Land.
I can't take another beating from him. He's never
there's
lost
gonna
to
be
us.
next door rivalry happening.
Tom Brady has never lost to us.
Clay's gonna pull out his boat, and every time they score, shoot off a cannon.
Clay Cooley?
No, Clay, my neighbor.
Oh.
So,
We
yeah.
still need to try to set up the Clay Cooley and the pastor down in Houston. What's that cat's name? That
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. We still need to get that MMA fight teed up.
If we make a trip down to Houston, would you go to one of Joel Osteen's services just to see
Just
what
say,
it's
hey,
like?
man, I got a
Just
deal
to be
for
like, just to walk in there and see how crazy he is. Like Joel
you.
Osteen,
No, I probably
that's
wouldn't.
a terrible person.
I would go if you wanted to go invite him to an MMA match against Clay Cooley.
I might do that. I would totally. I
Like,
mean,
hey, man.
we already reached out to Clay Cooley, and he said he was in.
But you know what? I bet you
he
those
tweeted
guys.
that he was in.
Yeah,
That was funny.
or he thumbs upped it or something. He showed that he's down.
Yeah.
But what if we go to surely that dude's got security all over the place, right?
Surely.
So they would have to be cool with us. So we
Don't
couldn't
call me
just go
Shirley.
in. We couldn't just go down there being jackasses. We'd have we'd have to say, hey man, we got a business proposal that we got to talk to him about.
Yeah, we want you in.
And said, here's the deal, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be a big fight.
It'd be a big fight if it could happen. A car salesman versus a man of quote unquote God.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Or should it be a quote unquote man of God? God should be in quotes. The whole thing should be in quotes.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd just be a white on white match. To the death.
They'd whip out.
Wait, we couldn't do that. We couldn't do to the
Fine,
death,
why
could we?
Well, yeah. Let's do it. Have you watched the Texas Killing Fields?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
How'd
And we
that
talked
feel?
about it on the
Did
show.
we?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've slept since then.
I think 2 shows ago. No. Last show.
Last show.
Yeah, last show we did.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And that all happened down there under Joel Osteen's watch. That's part of his flock, part of his congregation in that South
Could very
Texas
well
area.
been.
Could have been. So yeah.
See, we get them talking shit just because of that right there.
Right.
We'd
there.
be like, dude, like we'd just instigate a drama to where kind of like Dana does, you know?
God.
What?
That fucking picture Jeremy sent us.
Oh, I know.
It's so dark.
It
And
is
we need
dark.
to get in that. We'll get in that. I got it in the show notes for later, but let's let's do what we normally do. Let's
Shoot the garbage. Shoot the shit.
this weekend was New Year's weekend. When were you off? Did you get off on Friday?
I was only off yesterday.
You didn't. Okay, but you had Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday off. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you had a 3-day weekend.
Two in a row.
I took 5.
Christmas and then New Year's Eve.
I was
New
off
Year's.
Thursday, Friday
Yeah.
till today, and did absolutely nothing. Got nothing accomplished in my life.
I miss the days when everybody just had like 2 weeks off during the holidays. Seems like jobs that's not the case at more and more jobs these days.
Oh, what do you
It's
mean?
like
You mean corporate
America.
America is trying to take over the world and wants you to be a slave to your job?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's
It's like
what
more
they've
and
done.
more. That's why I got to write this book. I got a good book idea that I've been freaking working on for a while. I need to start working on it this year, 2023.
I'd like to hear
A passage from it. You've heard several because it's going to be built on stories about me.
I'd
and
like for you to write a book.
My crazy ass work industries that I've been in.
Are you gonna have recipes in it as you go through? You should. You should be cruising along around
Hey.
crazy story. Then all of a sudden there's a recipe for something,
That's actually a really good idea.
and then it's more crazy stories, and then it's a recipe.
See, you capture two audiences with that.
You do.
The one audience that likes to know about a Renaissance man and his life, and then also, if you're into cool recipes and learning how to cook and want to make really good food, bam,
No,
two audiences all in one.
not those kind of recipes.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
anarchist cookbook recipes.
All right, flagged 4 times, and we haven't even got to our first shoot the shit topic.
how to make a good Molotov cocktail. You know,
For dummies.
making napalm out of styrofoam and gasoline.
There's a picture of you and I at the end missing limbs and stuff. We're like,
Don't do this at home.
whoa, sir. You need to find that and delete that.
Why? Because it blew my jaw off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then it's
Yeah, we're all
acceptable.
like, "Yeah."
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
These rules, they're so hard to keep track of, you know? It's like,
My jaw's missing. I got teeth
what
missing.
do I do here? Can I joke about it or not?
3rd-degree burns all over our body because we've been
That's a
making
re-
crazy things.
That's a really terrible thing to say to someone.
You know what you know.
That's just my jaw
That's
got
a
blown
horrible
off.
thing to say, sir.
That's a horrible thing to say, sir.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, Plastic Bill Burr, you're great.
He is
I'm
awesome.
glad he's sitting here in the studio with us.
He's cool.
He is cool. So yeah, shooting the shit. I have an 18-year-old living in my house, and that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't
had one
understand.
visit over the weekend.
It's weird, right? Once they turn 18, it's strange.
It's weird. It's the driving thing is the big anxiety thing for me
Well,
right
mine
now.
still
I'm
doesn't want to
freaking out.
drive.
I wish mine was like that. I'm scared to death because my daughter's driving.
I wish mine would drive. I need errands ran during the day. I need stuff done for me. I need mine to basically be like
A
like
runner.
a runner, my mob runner.
Fetch me some Jack in the Box.
Yeah, he turned 18, and I was like, what do you want to do today? We could do anything. Where do you want to
Game.
go? What do you want to do? He goes, nothing, absolutely nothing. I just want to sit here and relax. He's got a giant love sack now in his room, and it's pretty nice. It's not a love sack, but it's one of those giant bean bags from the off companies because love sacks are way overpriced.
What's the deal with love sacks?
They're just giant bean bags
And they
that
cost a lot.
cost a fuck
And then you
ton.
can find like a replica at what's that store? That store that is over there.
No, not IKEA.
IKEA, yeah.
No, there's a
Deep-a-deep-a-doop.
there's a website. Kotaku did a whole list of
The best ones.
alternatives that aren't love sacks because like a 6-foot beanbag
Yeah.
from them costs like it's $100 a foot basically.
That's what I do with my mattress, man. I find out some badass brand and then go find the like Sam's Choice, the value choice version of it, or the
Does it work?
like the what's it called, the great value version. Yeah, it does. It transfers through.
How about
That's what
couch
you're asking.
cushions?
Couch. I bet you could do good on couch cushions in there.
Cushions.
Yeah.
The bed of choice.
It's
Um.
tested by men.
Yeah. But he that's all he wanted to do, and I was like, okay. I was gonna take him skydiving.
Whoa, skydive naked from a narrow plane.
We weren't gonna be naked from an airplane. We were just gonna go naked inside of iFly and have your wiener flopping around.
I wonder how many of those punks over there have done that.
Like, I won't skydive in this thing naked.
Luckies
So you only get to go on that thing for 60 seconds at a time.
at the sky, that thing, the
Yeah.
wind tunnel deal.
And they say that's 15 seconds longer than you would get jumping out of an airplane because your average jump out of an airplane is only 45 seconds. It's a long freaking time if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the scene in Point Break is shorter than that.
I don't know. Has anyone timed that?
Has anybody
Has that been time
actually
tested?
timed Point Blank?
I don't think Point Break would do well on the testings, like on the the reality testings. I don't think so, man.
Well, they redid it.
You're talking about? Oh, you're talking about the new one? The
No, I'm
new
talking
one,
about the old
definitely
one.
not. I've seen the new one, and there's no way.
Who was in that
would-
one? I forgot.
Yeah,
Shia LaBeouf or something like that. Was it one of those?
was he? No, I don't think he was in it.
Point Break remake. Who was in that one? I don't remember. It was. Oh.
Anyway,
I don't know who any of these people are. Edgar Ramirez, Luke Bracey, Teresa Palmer. I don't know.
imagine having that job, having to figure out the timing of something so it's real on the camera. You're
So
like,
it
hey,
seems real.
find out how long this would take in real life so the movie nerds don't shoot us down as soon as it comes out. I'd be like, fuck, It's my job again on this set.
And don't allow, you got to time it just right so they don't open the parachute in time and it hurts Johnny Utah's knee again.
I'd be like, man, I'm very bad in math. I'm not the guy you should have doing this. And it takes forever. But I'll do it.
I don't know.
Straight Google it.
Yeah. What does she
YouTube
mean?
it.
What do you mean? Is it going to be this dark the whole time?
How dark? Oh, do I need to turn the light up? Is the light out? Hello?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Is it going to be dark?
The light's kind of bright.
Yeah. So, New Year's Eve went to Billy Bob's and saw Toadies and Flicker Stick.
Saw a lot of Coors Banquet posters everywhere. Yellow Belly, Overload.
Way overload. And then I thought it was funny was because I posted on Instagram and Facebook and you were like, I hung 20 of those last week at different bars and stuff.
Oh man,
I don't know what the deal is with the.
I didn't know that. Did I never send you the
You never
pictures
sent
of
me a picture.
the Dutton way or the
live life like a Dutton.
like a Dutton?
Drink a Coors Light.
I never showed you that.
Can we get over this fucking Yellowstone bullshit? That's all Billy Bob's is Yellowstone shit everywhere.
Yeah, I bet.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Because,
Sure,
you know, to
man.
be a cowboy, you got to be a cowboy. And to
If
be a
you're gonna
cowboy, you got to go to a
you gotta be a
cowboy
cowboy.
place.
Are you a cowboy? Because I'm a cowboy. Are
And
you
you-
going to be a cowboy?
you
You
dance
want to be
like a
a cowboy? Because I'll
cowboy.
be a cowboy.
God damn.
You can't out cowboy me. You can't out cowboy a cowboy.
Are you cowboy?
Are you cowboy enough?
Let's go to the train station.
So I'm caught up on the show.
Are you?
Yeah. But man, dude, it is becoming a tough watch for me, bro. Like I know we're supposed to be all in support of it and everything, and I am.
Why are
trying.
we all in support of it? I'm not all in support of it.
because
I thought it was good
We
at
were gonna
first.
be extras, and we were all like, "We're pro.
No, that was 1883.
That's the thing. I'm still
1883 was great.
and the new one is the 2 episodes that I've watched.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, the one with Harrison Ford. It's like 1923 or something.
Does it have
It's
a
really
Wookiee
good.
by his side?
No, but dude,
Remake it with a Wookiee by his side and I'll watch it.
I've thought about that a couple of times. I wonder if they're just doing this, and then at the end, Sheridan just to be a jokester is going to be like, and this was Han Solo's dream while he was in Carbonite.
The last shot needs
Yeah.
to be like it's like if Harrison Ford dies or whatever happens in this one, like as he's going
out.
into heaven, the camera fades to black and then it comes back up and it's just
Him and
him hanging in
and
carbonite
Leia,
and Jabba's.
it's the scene where Leia's like,
About
someone
to
that
dial him
loves
out.
you. Yeah.
It's about to push the buttons to
Yeah,
get
he's
him out
like,
of it.
yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
I'd be genius.
I would love it. Then Taylor Sheridan would be my hero, and he may be better than Vince Gilligan. There's no way. That Reddit thread was hilarious.
I don't
Vince Gilligan versus Taylor Sheridan. Who's the better
they should
TV
arm wrestle.
writer director?
I bet Sheridan would win in the arm wrestling match,
Dude,
don't you think?
No, that's the undercard.
They have to arm wrestle.
Our MMA fight.
Oh,
will be
yeah.
them as the undercard.
Oh man, dude, I bet you Sheridan would freaking kill him, dude. In a fight?
You think so? He seems a
Man,
little
fuck
prissy.
yeah. I don't know, man. Rodeo dudes, they like to fight.
I mean, he's a cowboy, and he does
You can't
he does
out-cowboy a
things in a
cowboy.
cowboy way.
If you're gonna be a cowboy, you got to be a cowboy. If you
Yeah.
you got to learn to speak Cowboynian. That didn't work, did it?
That doesn't really work.
It would just be cowboying, wouldn't it?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're just gonna be a cowboy.
I kind of overthought that.
Cowboy, cowboy,
Sorry,
cowboy.
Sarah Palin.
Where is Palin? Where's Nayland Palin?
Well,
Anyway,
she's still in there.
so back to Billy Bob's and Toadies and Flicker Stick.
Oh yeah, sorry, we chased a rabbit there.
So this is the annual thing they do every year, or they've done every year forever, except I think during COVID. Toadies play the night before New Year's at Billy Bob's, and man, I was still shocked. Well, first off, Flicker Stick. That's just all that needs to be talked about right now,
Was it amazing?
dude. Brandon came out on fire
Cool, man.
and went insane,
yeah.
and jumped in the crowd.
Oh, nice.
Did a bunch of singing down
Good
the crowd,
vibe.
climbed back out. Like they were coming out hard
That's cool.
and heavy. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then, like, their old songs, they would start kind of jamming some weird intro and then roll into the old songs like everybody knows off Welcoming Home the Astronaut.
Yeah, that's cool.
But they were, like, heavier. And I was like, holy shit, that's freaking crazy. Like, it was fantastic. The set was great. And then they ended with some song. I don't know what it is. I have to look it up. But it was like sludgy heavy, doom heavy. And I was like, what is this? Did Flickerstick just become a metal band? Like, what happened? And it was noisy and crazy, and it was good.
Flicker Log is their doom sludge band. You didn't know?
No, I didn't.
Flicker Log.
Flicker Stomp. So
Flicker Mossy Stump.
Flicker Branch.
Flicker Bark.
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Flicker Bark.
Flicker Bark.
That sounds like something they'd be smuggling across the border right there. Some Flicker Bark.
That's our local heavy doom band. That's a Flickerstick cover band that's all doomy.
All doom.
Yeah.
All doom, droney stuff, sludgy stuff, like stuff you would see at Vegas. Yes. The Psycho Fest.
Yeah. Just all jun.
Yeah, which I saw True Widows about to play a show.
They're playing Tulips.
Yeah.
For the No Fest.
Yep.
The festival that Uncle Toasty played last year, and it was a good time. But so Flickerstick was just badass, straight out amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been blown away at all these comeback shows I've seen. Like it's good seeing a band that was where they were coming back out, and they're swinging for the fences.
I need to go to one.
Now,
darn it.
I don't know what. The Toadies was that crowd. I just can't believe that many people still come out to see them.
The Toadies, everybody loves them, man.
And I'm gonna say this, and it may upset some people, and I've upset quite a few people by the things I've said on this show lately.
I think I know what you're gonna say because we've talked about this.
This felt really mailed in.
Yeah, you said that about the last one too.
It just felt like I'm just going up there and just playing through the songs and making the soccer moms happy and done and leaving. There was no there's no feeling of I'm getting into this and getting, I'm like Todd, Vaden, whatever, just stands in one spot and plays the songs, and he even comes out and says, hey, we're going to play some songs for you. You might know some of them, and then we'll mix in some new ones, and here we go. And it's just very like... And this was the fourth night of a 4-day tour. And maybe he's worn out, maybe he's tired. I mean, he's old. Could we handle a 4-day tour without a lot of cocaine?
Man, it's got to be getting rough. Oops.
But, I don't know. I just don't know. It just didn't feel good. It wasn't happy. Mm-hmm. And midway through the set, or about 3/4 of the way through the set, they play Possum Kingdom. And the soccer moms, get moist and happy. They know this song. And then they, like, half the crowd started exiting. Like, they heard Possum Kingdom and
left after that?
And started getting ready to leave, yeah.
That sucks.
We heard our song we wanted to hear. The one about the lake. Out west.
In the East Texas city.
Yeah. We wanted to hear our Possum Kingdom, so we're going to get out of here.
Oh, we heard Tyler.
Yep. Well, that was short, like 2 songs later.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not going to lie, Tyler's still a banger live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still good, but...
So is Possum Kingdom. Possum Kingdom is still cool.
But, I mean, you come out opening the Backslider like you've done 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there was all sorts of issues at Billy Bob's. Billy Bob's doesn't have a photo pit anymore. They have a security pit. So I had to pull a lot of strings to get up. Even though I know people that work there, I had to do a lot of work. A lot of work.
I didn't know that Billy Bob's didn't have any kind. kind of photo.
They used to, but not anymore. Now it's
thing.
just Security Pit, thanks to Kid Rock and Whiskey Myers.
Oh,
So yeah, I had to
what'd they do?
just chaotic shows that ended in that
Someone
were
getting
fights
hurt
and
and shit.
and that's what the security guard that was up against stage. He's like, "Man, it's gonna get crazy tonight." And I was like, "This is Toadies and Flicker Stick.
Yeah, like it's gonna be cool.
It's you're not gonna have you're gonna be able to sit here and fiddle fuck on your phone and go through Twitter or whatever and not no one's gonna be
Is that
coming
what
over
security
this rail.
does when they're not doing security? They fiddle fuck on their phone.
That's what he was doing, just scrolling through things. But I was like,
Yeah,
you're not gonna have to worry about a damn thing. Nothing's gonna happen.
just collecting a check.
Yeah. Now the next night was Randy Rogers for New Year's, and that could have got a little crazy, but
Yeah, there's some people at that party that listening to that old Randy Rogers band.
yeah.
I know a few of those guys.
So I don't
Not the band, but people that party when they listen to.
but it was cool. It was good seeing everybody there. It's like a little homecoming thing, everybody goes to a Toady show and hangs out.
Anybody
and
see
says
Hagfish
hi.
around?
No hagfish sightings. That'd have been great. No Brutal Juice sightings. No Tripping Daisy sightings. Yeah, none of that. It'd have been
Dang.
great. And then the next day was New Year's Eve. You and I off mic already talked about our New Year's Eve and how they were fairly. But I want to talk about the TCU game.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch all of that
Uh-huh.
against Michigan?
Did.
That was crazy.
Can you believe that coach
Crazy.
or that dude's dad?
No.
That is the most amazing thing that I think has ever been captured on freaking TV and hit the Reddit that fast. That was everywhere. And how creepy. No one said anything positive. Everybody was like, what a creep. There was no, hey guys, we don't know the whole story here. Like, there wasn't anything like that on Reddit. It was all, fuck you, that's creepy. And I agree.
Fill everybody
It's
in.
very weird.
Fill everybody in as I'm playing with my microphone here.
Okay, it was a great football game anyway.
Yeah, totally.
It didn't
was-
even
was
need
totally
any kind
awesome.
of weird stuff to happen. But
No.
I think it was towards the end of the game, like in the third quarter or something. They kept showing the quarterback, I think, from Michigan's girlfriend or something, and his dad, and I guess maybe a lady that's in between the two in some form.
It was the
like
mom. The
maybe,
mom,
right?
It was
Yeah.
the dad, the mom, and the girlfriend.
So
And they all rode together.
right.
Because they kept saying that they had a fun little
And-
family trip that was kind of like
But it was one of
vacation.
those stupid fucking scenes that like they would not let go of. It's like they kept showing this family. Well,
they
one
kept
time,
showing her because she was half dressed.
right.
Yeah. And she
So
yeah.
then they do something good. Michigan does something pretty good, and the camera, of course, they got to get a cut of the family again, the girlfriend and the dad and the mom. Well, dad was stroking girlfriend's butt, not like trying to head for the crevice too, the crack, if you know what I'm screaming.
Like if you were at
Like
if you were at
it
Old
was a,
South on a late night.
right, exactly. It was definitely a what do you call it? Heat-seeking offense.
Well, I thought someone
Missile.
said that he also like
Then
grabbed
he
her
kind of
belly at one time, like under her boobs, like
Oh,
grabbed
really?
onto her. Like he put his
I
arm
didn't
around
see
her
that.
and grabbed her,
well,
her
that's the-
midsection.
well, right after that, he like does this like backhand thing like that, a girl like that on her butt, and dude, everybody's like, "Whoa, there's no excuse. This is the creepiest thing of the New Year's.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve is going to be this."
yeah.
And sure enough, man, it was. But it was a great football game. I was going for TCU. I couldn't stand
Oh,
all the miserable.
You mean you weren't going for?
the weird dude?
I mean, you weren't going for Michigan for some reason. You were going for hometown.
See, I
favorites,
wonder if like
TCU.
Bang Brothers or something's about to put out some release. If it was all just some gimmick, like about some new porn that's out or something.
of her.
No,
Oh,
I'm making a joke.
oh, okay.
Didn't go very well.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. The whole, I
But-
don't know. They just kept. The announcers kept talking about their relationship
Yeah,
and
so-
how they
man,
got
shut
there
up.
and their trip and Like they just kept talking about her, and it's like,
I just want to say this is why people hate white people.
yeah,
Y'all stop it.
get off of her.
Leave the people alone.
Matt did.
No.
What?
Thomas? That's a really terrible thing to say. I keep having to cue you to use your toy.
I know. This sucks.
That's a horrible thing to say, sir.
That's a horrible thing to say, sir.
Sorry, Bill. Sorry.
But hey, we're gonna play for a national title.
no, there's
Or
a whole,
TCU is, you know. TCU is gonna play for that title.
Susie says,
Yes.
she says the dude is the worst. Talking about
Oh, that guy?
Vaden.
Yeah, man.
Vaden, and he's never lost it and gotten it back like Brandon has. It's amazing to feel the love that Brandon has up there for the crowd, for the music, and for himself. And by dude, I mean Todd. Okay. Then RoboTuner went to Brian's I'm Dead stand up at the Jekyll and Hyde's and says it was really good.
That's cool.
He met Mana for the first time and pitched her on Skip Redstone.
Oh yeah. Skip.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Anyway,
Oh man.
I like plastic, little fake plastic Bill Burr. So anyway, yeah, New Year's.
He adds to the show.
New Year's was kind of a little, whatever. There was a gathering here at my house that I was cordially invited to
Yeah.
and allowed to attend. And then you said you woke up in time to watch the.
Yeah, like with 4 minutes left. Had to wake.
Did you happen to
my
turn
young
on the
one up and
local
everything.
broadcast?
That's what I tried to do because I didn't know. I panicked. A panic turned on, and I didn't know what to do.
terrible.
So that's what. So okay, it's funny you said that because here's kind of what happened. I was like, oh hey, everybody get up. I got the countdown, and all of us were just zonked. And freaking, I turned it on WFA stream, and it was some country dude. It wasn't bad, but like just kept singing, and I was like, "What the hell? They're gonna cut this off at some point, or what are they gonna do here?" And then it just went to shit. I don't know if it was what I like my. I don't know if it was on my end or their end, but it was bad what I saw. I was like, "This is garbage, man."
It was one of the worst thrown together piece of shit
Yeah.
live broadcast things
That's what it seemed
I
like
hadn't
to
seen.
me.
And then here's the deal: was I watched it like afterwards.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it live because like they rebroadcasted it. So I watched it when it was in the rebroadcast.
So they might have edited some stuff.
It was still terrible. It was
Yeah.
like one of the worst things I'd ever seen. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was
Horrible.
garbage.
Yeah, like everybody had left, so I was just sitting in there by myself with a bottle of whiskey and a revolver, and I was just turning through the TV, and that came up, and I was like, maybe they'll show the ball explode again, because that was my plan this year.
Yeah.
I had two. I was either going to go to Tulips and see all the bands I can see any other time,
I tell you
but
what,
for an
man.
expensive New Year's Eve where the drinks were probably going to be $12 each,
I tell you what, though.
or go to the ball.
Nothing makes you more feeling like a loser than sitting there and watching the WFAA stream of the New Year's Eve being rung in.
You're like,
Like,
neat. Okay.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
So anyway, that's what I ended up doing. I was just like, neat. And then turned it on Raiders of the Lost Ark or something like that.
My highlight was the next morning, getting up, and I went to Tandy Hills, and they do their Manly Men, Wild Women, I think is what it's called.
Is that where you climb the hill and drink a beer while you're climbing?
No, you just run the full gauntlet of the whole Tandy
While
Hills.
you're running a beer, while you're drinking a beer?
It's a few miles, and it was no, you don't have to drink a beer. You can just go, and it was great. It felt good.
Yeah.
My knees hurt afterwards, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to mix in some fish oil.
Well, if I'd have known it was gonna stay as nice as it did, then I would have freaking gone camping. I didn't think it was the weather was gonna hold up as much as it did,
I would have done that in a heartbeat.
but the weather was really nice.
We could have gone out there, and I got a whole box of fireworks. We could have launched into
Yeah.
the air and made grass fires out of.
Yeah, we could have burned some stuff.
We could have. We could have gone to grasslands and gone balls-tastic.
Yeah.
Although the grasslands are probably oversaturated with people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the one thing that I don't mind. I do not mind warm holidays, whether it be Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's. I don't mind that at all.
I don't really need a white Christmas. You know,
Well, we've had like 2.
I'd rather have like white January or white Pride February. What?
What? Huh?
Or white February.
You just woke him up there too,
Yeah,
man.
let's make sure you were listening. See if I caught you on that
no
one.
chance that this show's getting put up. Was this the 3rd week in a row?
But I like it when it snows in January and February. I don't need it in December.
It seems like it did it more in that timeline when we were younger than now. Now we just get it in these weird, crazy ass times. Like we never know when.
Whenever
But back then, it
China fires up HARP.
could be. Well, the wait, now you threw me for a loop.
They have one.
I'm sure they do,
Yeah.
but I would be more to bet that it would be our country, honestly, at this point.
Well, supposedly that Arctic blast.
It's voting season, so we're gonna fire up a HARP.
You didn't see all the conspiracy stuff on Reddit that was funny?
About it having to be done during the voting, the elections and stuff.
That Arctic blast that came down and
The bomb,
the
what they
big
call it?
Arctic bomb.
Yeah,
The conspiracy theory was that China has figured out how to weaponize their HARP now, and that they are
They're just
sending to see if it can mess up our power grid and kill
Yeah.
people and cause all sorts of problems. That's the conspiracy now, and it's kind of
so they're ditching the whole
hilarious.
Climate change now and just saying screw it. We're going to this crazy theory.
Well, have conspiracy theorists always thought there was climate change? I don't think they do. I think they just think that it's
I think there's
all man-made
I
weather
think there's
stuff.
2 types
They're
of
seeding
conspiracy
clouds in there.
theorists, and both of them have a pretty strong opinion about climate control, I think. And we've had both views on our show in here before, so one of them still needs to finish Drum Tracks. Honestly.
I think there's a drop of that around here somewhere.
But yeah, I don't mind it being warm during the holidays. I think it makes it more chill and stuff. But man, that damn WFAA, like
That was
was just,
terrible.
like not the way I wanted
That
to
was
start
the
the year.
worst
It was
thing.
like, "Wah, wah."
Well, did you think you were going to start the year with Pele dying
Yeah, and Barbara Walters.
and Barbara
too.
Walters and the Pope?
The Pope. Did you not immediately think of that movie?
Which one? Barbara Walters and the Pope? I've never seen that parody porn.
Was it Euro Trip or whatever, where they're over? The Pope is dead.
The Pope is
And
dead.
they start. I was like, man, just gonna leave this alone. I was thinking about lighting it up on social media, but I
Yeah.
was like, nah, I'll let Red Pants do that.
And who did Red Pants? Who all did you hit? You just got Barbara Walters, right? Said that you hope her view is better. I respect Barbara Walters, man. Everybody used to bag on her for interviews, but she got good interview people. The questions were cheese dick, but every once in a while she had a good one mixed up in there. But
yeah, I think people
the
just
view's
don't.
dumb.
That's why people hate her, is because of that. They're like, why did you ever create The View?
Why do these
Fucking
like,
joke.
the view
Joke of a show.
It's like the Sharknado of talk shows. Like once you're on there, your career's kind of just toast, right? Like, what's Whoopi gonna do now? Nothing. She can't do anything. She can't recover from the View and the shit she said.
No, none of them can.
None of them can.
It's like where careers go to die.
Yeah. And none of them say it in a comedic aspect. They all say
No.
it seriously.
That's the thing that's so funny about it. Some
They're
of the
not
shit they
being
say is so
smart-ass.
stupid, but everybody's like, fucking, they don't even understand that what they're saying is stupid.
Yeah, like that's funny, but it's not. They're
Yeah,
not
it's not
saying it in a
funny.
funny way.
No,
It's not funny, haha.
no, it's not.
But yeah, then Pele
Is that the best thing that
82.
that's got to be the worst thing that Barbara Walters did, right? Is start The View. Like she was pretty like she did her shit. Like she was good at what she did.
Man, remember 2020 and her and
She always got
Hugh
the
Down?
yeah.
Like they were boss, man. I used to sit down and watch that and learn all sorts of shit.
Remember she didn't.
And then you had John
she didn't give
Stoffel
a
with his
damn,
crazy
dude.
mustache.
She wouldn't hold back on questions either. There wasn't
No.
there was no softballs from her.
No.
She was usually trying to get an answer.
On that, then they started doing her interview shows and they were full of softballs.
Oh, really?
Like when she just did like the Barbara Walters special. But she sat down with everybody. Gorbachev,
Oh yeah.
Princess Diana,
Michael Jackson.
Howard Stern.
I think Michael Jackson was one of them.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Who all did
Ron Jeremy.
Did she?
I don't know.
Can you imagine
Talking
her
about
sitting
Ron Jeremy's
down
works.
with the hedgehog?
The hedgehog.
You're the hedgehog. She sat down with Monica Lewinsky,
Oh yeah.
Richard Nixon, Mike Tyson,
Man, how did you keep
and
it?
Robin
how-
Givens.
Let me ask you a question. Oh yeah, at the same time too, right?
Yeah.
So
So punch her in the face.
how could you ever interview Monica Lewinsky and not just the whole time thinking about that dress with jizz on it? Like I would start laughing the whole interview. I'd be like, man, don't look at Dustin. Don't look at Dustin during this interview. If you look at Dustin, man, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna think about that blue dress. You're gonna think about the jizz.
That's not
It's
what I'm
gonna start
thinking
making
about.
you laugh.
That's not what I'm thinking about.
The
Think about
cigar?
cigars
Yeah.
and where they've
That too.
been and what she does with them. And
Like I'd have my composure and Mr. Stubbs, would you like a cigar before you start your interview?
then I'd have to ask her about Tom Green and her relationship with Tom Green.
Very
That was
interesting.
weird.
That was
That was
weird
the
and
weirdest
interesting.
thing. And
Yeah.
she was peddling purses, right?
Something like that. I don't. It was very weird.
That was a
It was
whole
a
weird
business
time.
decision, I think.
But yeah, Mike Tyson, Robin Givens. That was weird. Hugh Jackman, Katharine Hepburn, Christopher Reeve.
When
After.
okay, she probably has them before too, right? Or did she
Probably.
never
I don't
interview
know.
him before?
Did you ever see that movie Somewhere in Time
I don't know. Maybe
with Christopher Reeve, where he's at a
I read A Wrinkle in Time when I was in
he
grade
keeps
school.
listening to this record and it puts him into a different time period while he's staying at this hotel and he's following his love around or something. I used to watch this thing all the time when I was a kid and it was
Okay.
weird. Like my parents, my mom
Continue.
had me watch some weird movies.
Continue.
Yeah, what? It was just I was like, this is Superman. This is what he does in his off time. When he's not flying around, he sits here and listens to a record and it puts him in a different time period.
Did you ever get on some Quantum Leap?
I used to watch it here and there.
My mom got me onto that. My mom's got me into some weird fucking
What's
TV
that guy's
shows
name?
too, man.
Burt Bacharach?
Yeah,
That wasn't his name.
something like that. Scott Bacharach or something.
Scott.
Something like
It
that.
is Scott something. Scott Botcham. Scott.
Bakula?
Bakula.
Bakula?
Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy, he had weird
That was-
eyebrows for me and made me feel strange.
That was kind of the peak of his career, right? Pretty much, wasn't it? That was it.
She interviewed Fidel Castro,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Kissinger, Clint Eastwood, Sean Connery. Well, Sean Connery, that's the one where he said it's not the worst thing to slap a woman from time to time or something like that.
Oof. Oof. That's a terrible thing to say to someone.
Missed on that one, didn't he?
He didn't play well.
Mark David Chapman.
Is that the one?
Wow, she went through a whole serial killer's playbook here. The Menendez brothers
Oof.
and Betty Ford.
Betty Ford was a serial killer too? What the hell? Oh my gosh.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either.
So stupid.
I didn't either, Bill.
Oh, anyway. Yeah,
Bill
She's
adds
gone.
to the show.
he does. And today was a death that hit me hard.
I think
I'm
he's
not gonna lie about
I
this.
think Bill is stoned though. He's a little late.
He is a little bit.
Like,
He is a little
he's-
bit late.
You know
I
how
love
usually
Japanese people.
I don't understand what that has to do with
Okay,
anything.
yeah, we're not even talking about that, Bill.
Ocho.
Whoa, whoa.
That's the shit that gets
okay.
you caught.
See, we shouldn't have let him eat those
Yeah.
edibles.
Anyway, today was a death that got me all bothered.
Came out of nowhere.
Racing legend, rally racing legend, and founder of the DC Shoe Company, Ken Block, died when a snowmobile rolled over on him and crushed him.
Never know.
You never know. Dude, his series of those, whatever those films he did, the weird Japanese name, Yukukinza
Easy.
films or whatever. I love the Japanese, much like Bill Burr. Where he is just racing his little Subaru or Ford Focus, because it all changed, but the Subaru days,
Yeah.
the WRX days, man, when he is racing it through all sorts of obstacles and courses and doing crazy shit.
Yeah. Is that the go-to for rally, that vehicle?
The Subaru used to be. The WRX used to be.
The WRX, what is now? Because
I don't
WRXs
know.
are still fucking badass little cars, aren't they?
I know a lot of people went to Focuses. I know a lot of people. It used to be the Mitsubishi Lancer or the Evo, like there
And
or it's the Lancer
Focus-
Evo,
The Focus and the Evo.
and then I think Honda started trying to get back into it with a Civic R.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to get into it, but what is the
It's got to be the Subaru,
most
right?
popular rally?
It's got to be
car?
that Subaru.
Let's see. Well, the 10 greatest rally cars of all time. Do you want to know what those are?
Sure.
The Lancia Stratos, 1973 Lancia
That's a
Stratos.
Mitsubishi, right?
No, it's by Lancia.
I'm thinking of Lancier.
Or, yeah. The 1975 Ford Escort.
I had an
1800.
Escort.
Did you ever rally race it?
No, it was a 1990 or 89. I think it was a 1989 Escort.
The 1985 Audi Sport
Caught on fire in
Quattro
my front
Escort.
yard.
From rally racing?
No,
Why did it catch on fire?
my sister, she was driving it, and I don't know what happened, but caught on fire. I don't know if the oil didn't get changed or the oil, like my dad put too much oil in it or I put too much oil in it. I don't know what caused it.
The 1986 Ford RS200 Evolution comes in at number 7. Number 6, the 1997 Subaru Impreza S3 WRC. I thought that was the most popular one. Then you have number 5, 1997. This is by Car and Driver. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 4. Then you have a 1999 Ford Focus WRC MK1. A 2007 Citroen C4 WRC, which I forgot about them. Then a 1976 Fiat 131, which is just always funny. But the number one is the 1985 Peugeot 205 G16. A Peugeot. But yeah, in my time period, it was always the Lancer versus the WRX. The Evo versus WRX. And
1/4 mile at a time.
yeah. Man, he was a badass, but it's like a lot of people said, he never won a bunch of championships and all that. Like, he wasn't the greatest rally racer of all time. He was kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters art of basketball. Like, he was into tricks and doing crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he had sponsorships out the ass. He had Huck G designing things for him, which is one of the greatest little artists of our generation that makes cool little shit. And I mean, doing DC shoes and all that, it just sucks. Said he was climbing up something steep, is what I read. And it rolled over, came over on him, crushed him. Snowmobiles are not light.
No, I mean, I've heard of people that have let a 4-wheeler come back on them and died.
I had a cousin that's how they died.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Went by a 4-wheeler.
Was he just farting around and like doing like hanging out
Said he
or
was just
stuff, or
out.
was
They
he
didn't
doing
say
work?
he
Was
was-
he working or anything? Or
Didn't say he was out doing tricks or anything. Like he was just out on it. I love snowmobiles.
yeah, they
And
look
knowing
pretty
him,
cool.
it's not like one of these rental snowmobiles that we ride on. He probably had a lightened one that hauled ass because they make them that go over 100 miles an hour.
There wasn't one with training wheels,
Yeah. You rode a snowmobile with training wheels?
like a parachute and training wheels and all kinds of crazy stuff.
We were up in Red River once, and the whole family, there was like 15 of us that went on a snowmobile tour. We used all their snowmobiles up to where they had to pull one out, and they pulled out a racing one.
Oh yeah,
And my cousin Jim got on that one. And then we got to this wide open area where they said, you can go out here, turn it up, go have fun. Well, they forgot they gave him the racing one because they were all like, all y'all are on these little puddlers that'll go like 40 miles an hour, Feels fast because you're in the snow and tearing stuff up, but his was ridiculous. And I just happened to be on the back of his when he's like, all right, hold on, let's go.
Kaboom.
That one was freaking fast.
Oh, you stayed on?
Yeah, I stayed
I
on.
thought you meant he dipped you.
No, I didn't get dipped. I stayed on. That thing was freaking fast.
Yeah. I've never been on one. I've always wanted to.
Really?
I was supposed to take that tour when I went to see Tool
Yeah.
last winter up in Denver, and we just partied too much and fucking
I do miss going up there in the winter. We should do that.
heck yeah.
We should go up there and do that one time. It's fun. Do some skiing. Although lift tickets have gotten ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane.
I remember when Wolf Creek, I could pay $15 for an all-day lift ticket.
That's why I say we change the whole concept of the show and start a traveling show. And that way we can start getting paid to go to cool ass places instead of having to freaking pay to go to them. Like the lift tickets, I don't know how a family of 5 or a family of 4 can afford to take their family up there and go do some kick ass snowboarding, or skiing or anything.
Where's the last place you snowboarded at?
Probably Purgatory,
So Purgatory.
right outside of Durango.
Lift tickets. Yeah, I love Purgatory. Let's see here. How much is it? Lift tickets.
And you got Wolf Creek right there too.
Yeah, hour and a half away. You're looking at, let's just say we go up in February. Oh, you can't buy any this day? They're only available on this day? You're looking at anywhere from $70 to $100 for a whole day lift ticket at Purgatory.
That's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought last year when I was looking up in Winter Park, it was like $250, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" It's like I can't do that.
That's insane.
I could be wrong. I could be confusing snowmobile riding.
Oh, come on.
But I know it was very expensive.
I like that Wolf Creek lost their original domain because it was just a mom and pop operation for the longest time, and they lost their original domain and had to someone else bought it and turned it into a ski rental, like a house to rent. And
Oh,
so they
yeah?
had to rebuild their entire website and get a whole new domain and redo all their.
I thought you were going to say something like
Link roll and everything.
their shop was called the Great Wolf Lodge, and they didn't know, and they
Oh,
like all of a sudden the Great Wolf Lodge grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, that'd suck.
lift tickets at Wolf Creek. I want to go. I
Or
don't know.
Winter Park is the one.
I'm going to go on the 19th of this month. Show me.
Show me.
A one-day lift ticket's $85. 3 days, $252. A half day is $69.
Now do Winter Park.
Good God. Oh. That hurts. I used to ski there for cheap.
I thought it was higher than that.
Winter Park, lift tickets. Let's do, I don't know, January. Select lifts. You're an adult.
Just single day.
One
It's fine.
day.
Yeah.
Holy shit. from now till the 10th, it's $239 for a day.
Yeah.
This turned into a rich man sport.
Oh, for sure.
I'm never gonna get to ski again.
It's like parking at the Cowboys, man. What do? Park at the Cowboys game or go snowboarding?
Well, what
Mastodon or the Lord?
What about where everybody goes? Red River.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's close.
I bet you that's like $50.
It's not that big of a mountain. There's not that much to do. So, what do you think?
50.
Lift tickets. A 1-day lift ticket for one adult, is $94.
Wow.
At Red River.
See, we'd be amazing at this. This is what we got to do. We got to do a travel podcast, man. A travel podcast.
You build all this shit out, and you do all the booking and everything, and I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in. I'll go. I don't have the time or the energy to deal with that right now. I can't believe it's that much. Oh, fuck.
Inflation.
I guess. My paycheck didn't get inflated that much. I didn't even get a Christmas bonus.
Yeah, we talked about that.
A lot. How angry I am.
Yeah, you're the actual Clark Griswold.
Yeah. So the big thing I want to talk to you about tonight, which we haven't even touched yet, except by a meme that Jeremy sent.
Oh, dude, I'm so sick of hearing about this too, man. It freaks me out. It's just like the whole what were we talking about the other day? The aneurysms and the.
Well, let's Damar Hamlin.
Right.
What happened during the Monday Night Football game last night, and how 5 minutes left in the first quarter, he just collapses on the field, and how I've got a bunch of theories behind this, and it probably lines up with some of your theories, but how the NFL is backpedaling and building out this whole other story
about this heart condition thing that they think might have happened.
Getting hit.
The quivering heart or whatever they call it.
A 1 in 1 million chance that you get hit hard enough in the chest that it stops the rhythm of your heart. Your heart just stops. You go into cardiac arrest.
You know, it's funny. Have you noticed that these games, these bowl games on broadcast TV have all started, well, that echoed weird, have all started having PSAs about CPR and how to use one of those machines, those that they have at the.
Let me tell you something. One thing I have noticed this season, those machines are all over the stadium.
What are they called? IEDs?
IEDs, explosive.
I always get the three confused. The one that's for female birth control or male. I don't know. You could probably use it too. And then the
IUD,
the improvised explosive device.
IED.
I know what that is, but I always get it confused with the birth control. Mm-hmm. And then now the IEDs, right? AEDs.
Yeah.
Man,
AED.
Can't they separate
automated
them a little
external defibrillator?
That all really seems important. I think they should spread that out on the alphabet a little bit, you know?
And stop making everything END or
right. Let's clear some things up.
Well, I have seen these now being placed all over our stadium here. The Death Star.
I've noticed too. I went to a game.
There's a bunch within arm's reach in case of something like this happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it had to do with that hit. You're wearing pads.
All of a sudden,
a lot of pads.
Adult death syndrome.
Yeah.
Which apparently has been around forever. You guys just don't remember it.
And there is
So the big one, I'll let you, because I haven't looked at that at all. I didn't even want to go down that path. I was like, I'm not even going to look into this right
I did
now.
last night.
And I don't have any access to the shows that I would go to and the publications.
Well, they're not saying anything right now because it
just happened.
Yeah, it just happened last night. But there is several websites, and I can put them in the show notes. I may actually just post the whole show notes with this show when we put it up. So you can go in there and click on these links. But there is several pages that have been documenting all the sports athletes that have suddenly just collapsed on the field because of heart issues and died since having
It's graphed out and stuff.
a vaccine. And this, there's been a study that says that athlete deaths are now 1,700% higher than expected since the COVID-19 vaccine began.
Man.
And they show graphs that they're on an average, a monthly average, 42 athletes have died in 21 and 22 versus what used to be about like 2.
I
a
know
month.
soccer and football, they've had a bunch.
And that's the thing is you
They-
go through this little Wikipedia page is basically what it is, and it's just like there's a couple of tennis players, basketball players, but it is soccer, rugby, soccer. Like soccer seems to be hit the most, and you know we're in a little group that follows the EPL, and we've had a few EPL players that have fallen over, and a few National League players that have fallen over and collapsed on the field during game and died. And all of it is either blamed on myocarditis or cardiac arrest, but all of these are just heart attack, heart issue, arrhythmia. And it's sad. It's hidden, and like the age frame, it looks like on this chart, if you just kind of cruise through it, is anywhere from 15 to 40.
So
And now there's kids in high school that are getting, like, there's all sorts of stories. You put it in there. You put in high school football player collapse, and you will see kids all over the country that in the last 2 years have just collapsed on the field and died.
Man, it's scary. I don't know.
And you can't blame chicken hormones on this.
Well, that's the thing. From what I've seen, they're still trying to blame anything but. They're still trying to control the narrative and stuff.
Well, that's what
is
kind of
that
pissed me off about the NFL coming out and saying it's that hit thing because, yeah, he got hit, but he didn't get hit harder than anybody else, and it wasn't anywhere too crazy. The NFL is the one league that required every player to get something.
How is Hamlin's doing? Has there been an update? Is he still close to passing away?
The last
I know I heard he was
saw-
critical and like people were telling everyone to hope for the best.
Yeah, he was still in critical last I heard.
And they don't know about the they're not going to be able to tell about the brain damage until he's conscious again, right?
So it says he's had to be
Resuscitated twice.
And he's sedated.
Right.
He's in full sedation and critical condition. But that's all that I have seen.
Man, that's crazy. So did Twitter?
He was kind of a badass too.
Did Twitter
and a good dude?
Like take their hands off of it and let both sides like duke it out, or was there a bunch of censorship going on Twitter?
I haven't looked at Twitter about this. I haven't paid attention to Twitter.
What about the news? What have they been saying?
The news just keeps talking about the incident and what's happened to him. Where he's at. Like he was on the field and how much time, but they haven't tried to
spin anything?
The only place I've heard it being spun is the Ticket talking about it all damn day long.
Man, that's
and they
the
just
thing.
keep
Everybody
talking
keeps
about
about it.
It was the hit. The hit, caused him to go into cardiac arrest. But you're talking about someone that's got a ton of pads on. I understand if you're bare chest. I know someone that went into cardiac arrest from getting hit in the chest by a baseball. But they had no protection on, and it hit them just right above the heart, and it sent them into cardiac arrest. And it rewired the dude. The whole thing rewired. Like, the dude came out a different person.
Kind of like Brent. Oh, they said that his coma affected made him a different type of rider.
He was a lot wilder when he came out. Really. He was a totally different person and was like a little wilder, lived more on the edge, and did a little crazier shit.
Lived 1/4 mile at a time?
Yeah, that's what he did. That's what
was he a cowboy?
It was wild.
Did he out cowboy you? Because you got to live on the edge if you're going to be a cowboy.
He may have out cowboyed me. I don't know.
Cowboys
I
are
gotta
wild.
go
because-
see.
Are you a cowboy? This is gonna make you a cowboy. Because
He's
if
gonna
you're a
be a
cowboy, if
cowboy.
you listen
He's
to
a
this, you're a
cowboy. He's gonna
cowboy.
go a
This is
cowboy.
gonna make you a cowboy.
Yeah, Barry says they put him under to put in a breathing tube, which makes sense. I mean,
Or your buddy, or
yeah,
okay,
and he's still on the ventilator.
that's so dicey, man.
They say the first like 12 to 24 hours is the questionable part. But I've been waiting for the NFL, this to happen in the NFL all season.
Oh, it's just a matter of time. But the thing, you know what I wanted to go back to one thing that you talked about was the EPL and how many. First of all, there are so many more soccer leagues than there are
Just the EPL.
NFL teams.
Oh yeah.
But period, that soccer has been hit as a whole across all leagues. So there's more opportunity to have this happen in soccer.
Yeah.
But also, I think I heard someone either say this or I read it somewhere about how Europe didn't mess around with the vaccines at all. Like any of the leagues. All the leagues pretty much went full on, like you're getting vaccinated no matter what. Whereas the NFL had the players union and stuff, and there were still players in the NFL that were like, I'm not taking the vaccine.
Yeah, they from my understanding, they came into the locker rooms and just lined everybody up and went like you're in the military.
Strapped them down, huh? Lubed them up.
From my understanding, that's the way it went down.
What? Huh?
They didn't lube them up, but man, you had a dart player die.
Yeah.
What the hell? Cyclists. This guy here. There's several different lists, but some of them say, like this cyclist here, he lost his form since he's had the vaccine. Like he can't breathe or do things right. It's two interesting lists, but anyway, shit's getting scary, especially all these kids dying. Like these kids dying on high school football fields, just doing, working out or just running through things. Now I know if the coaches today are anything like our coaches were back then, they worked our ass.
Yeah.
That sounds like a weird thing to say, but
it did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
how hard did they work your ass?
They made us work out like crazy,
like ass.
Like ass.
So the thing that freaked me out is I got it a second time. So I'm thinking, like, is this just something that I'm going to have every year or so? Like,
yeah.
And if so, are they ever going to figure out a really safe and effective vaccine that's like for sure a winner, like they have with the flu?
I don't know. They're turning everything into mRNA now.
Yeah, that's the thing. And mRNA is what they think did the most damage, right?
Yeah, because they were saying that, I don't know, I was reading on one of these, like a doctor at one of the universities put together. It was Dr. Red Duke. A doctor at a university put together this paper, and he said that the stuff that the proteins or enzymes or whatever that have to do the mRNA, they don't ever leave your body. Like,
see,
you're
that's
stuck
what I'm saying.
in there.
So I'm stuck with having COVID the rest of my life.
No, you haven't had the vaccine.
Oh, you're talking about
from
the vaccine. Okay.
Yeah, the stuff in the vaccine.
The gooey
never
stuff
leaves your body, like the microplastics that are full of your body too. Like we're supposed to be full of microplastics now too.
Yeah, that's what they inject you, like the gooey stuff
Yeah.
in a Junior Mint.
Yeah,
that's what's in it.
It's just freaking crazy, and I expect to see more of this.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
we also had
and if all these conspiracy theories or these what were labeled conspiracy theories the last 2 years keep turning out to be right, like what's going to happen? That's the thing. This is scary, and now people need to rely. Like we need some good information, and we keep getting this shit information, and then the media's dicking with all of it. It's like, dude, this could not be happening at a worse time, you idiots. It's just like the stupid Republicans fumbling it today.
Wow, that was a jump.
No, it's the same shit. We're freaking. You've given us 2 thumbs, and we're acting like a bunch of idiots. We can't figure shit out.
You didn't think all that was going to go smoothly, right?
No, of course
really
not.
think-
Of course not. But I didn't
You
know.
didn't really think
I didn't know that
anybody in government was actually smart enough to
I
make
didn't
things
know
work
that
correctly.
I didn't know that the Republicans were going to get in there and just immediately fart and fall down and shit the bed. Did you? The very first day, all the shit that they talked,
It was
we're
like-
going to get this going. We're going to start getting everything right.
It was like the Ringling Brothers Circus moved out and the Shriner Circus moved
it's
in.
they're on this two. One's
Yeah.
on one tour and one's on the other.
Yeah.
Man,
They're just changing out the elephants and the lions and the giraffes and the ostriches. Yeah, and that's all it's playing. It's like
Yep.
one circus leaves, another one.
One
Another
circus
one
leaves
comes
town,
in.
the other one comes in. Man.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
All a bunch of morons.
Well, I hope Hamlin makes it through, and I mean,
I hope he does. He's got some races to race. That's who I
don't know
thought
if
they were
that's the same
talking
one.
about. No. From what my understanding, everybody loved this dude too. Like he was like the center of the locker room and all that shit. Like he was
like a locker room leader.
yeah, like he was
Damn,
he
man.
was a good dude. And then the other thing, and I shouldn't laugh at this.
But you are.
Let me ask you a question. I'll put this as a hypothetical.
Okay, see, you're just trying to draw me into something now.
You're
like,
a
I'm
movie
not-
star. You're rich.
I'm not
You
gonna
got
s-
a lot of money.
Oh yeah, sure.
You've made a ton of money.
Some of those ideas I was gonna pitch to what's his Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got
Some
all
of
that.
'em hit.
You're just soaking in the money. You're in giant movie franchises. You're doing all
I
this.
like this story.
In your off time, would you play with, I don't know, giant machines,
Giant machines.
giant machinery?
I mean, depends on what we're talking about.
Like, you know, like
a crane.
say you lived out in, in West Texas and to
When I go jump on top of a windmill or a
fill your
wind-
time, you're like, you know what,
wind
I'm gonna go
turbine?
bale some hay.
No, absolutely not.
So why the fuck does Jeremy Renner have a giant snowblower
I don't know.
and he gets sucked into it?
I don't know. I don't even know about this story. Tell me the story.
You don't know about this?
No.
So he's up in Lake Tahoe. He's got a place in Lake Tahoe, and he's got one of these giant snowblower machines that can clear the road. You know, one of those big ass. Look it up.
I'm
Look up-
trying to
Go
see
to
what you're
Jeremy Renner's snowblower. You're Hawkeye, okay?
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
You're Hurt Locker, hot
And
Hawkeye.
You're out.
and you're out. You're in the Marvel universe. Just money's just pouring in from all these
You decide to
residuals
go
and stuff.
plow some snow.
And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go plow some snow on the road because I have nothing better to do with my life. And you get sucked up into the snow
Is that
plow
what happened?
thing.
He fell out and got sucked up.
His leg got sucked up in it, and he is mangled and in the ICU. And they had to come out, and he was losing
God,
so much
man.
blood. They had to,
He said to have some blood flowing in.
yeah, they had to
Had to fly some in.
fly some in. It's a crazy ass story.
Was that here
Uh,
or over in them overseas places?
well, I said Lake Tahoe, so
Oh, you
wherever you
did.
want to put that in your life.
Well, in the lake's in California, but the resort in the wait,
It's a snow plow, not a snow blower. Snow plow.
I think Lake
But it's still a good
Tahoe
thing.
is in
It's in both.
California, but yeah, it's in both.
Yeah,
But the resort's in
I don't know which side he was on.
Utah,
Nevada.
Nevada, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Nevada.
I've never been. I'd love to go though.
I'd like to too. Maybe one day. But yeah, it just ran him over and tore his leg up. Screwed
Oh,
him all
man.
up.
Dude, is it so? Is he keeping his leg?
I don't know. How does Hawkeye run around with a leg? Oh, Doug's right. I do know someone else that was changed from taking a hit.
He's gonna do ting ting.
I don't know what he's going to do. This is all brand new. But why the fuck? I'm just going to drive a snowplow around because it's fun. I'm going to clear all the snow from my neighbors. I mean, that's a nice guy and all.
Man,
But you're Hawkeye.
yeah, it seems like you don't
You
need to
have
be
cool
a
shit to
professional
do,
snow
right?
plower.
You need to work on your bow skills.
Bow skills, man. Yeah.
You need to be shooting your bow and arrow.
You need to be, yeah.
He's had 2 surgeries so far.
And it happened two or 3 days ago. That's not good.
No, it happened yesterday, right?
Oh, and he's already had 2. That's still not good.
Yeah. He's in the ICU following 2 surgeries. Luckily his neighbor was a doctor and had heard him.
Not too lucky, because
and came over and
better if he was like some thermonuclear physicist that had a insta ray gun of heat that could just make all the snow melt.
You're Jeremy Renner. Why don't you buy a flamethrower?
It's a good point.
And just melt all the snow and stand out in front and just.
Yeah, like those jets that they use for the to heat off the drive, or the was it when they get rain out at Texas Motor Speedway and they run those jets around like
the big
that.
jet trucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, to drive the
Get
track.
some of those, and would it blow
Track
the house across the street down or something? Maybe.
No, just stand out there with a flamethrower and melt all the snow. That's the fun way to do it. But he'd probably set himself on fire. And then we'd be like, why the fuck does Jeremy Renner have a flamethrower?
I don't know. It's a very terrible
If
thing
I
to
was
say.
rich and powerful, I'd have 2 things.
A flamethrower
And 2 chicks, man. No, I'd have a flamethrower and a jetpack. You know how much
That'd be
fun it'd be
pretty
to
cool.
fly around?
A jetpack?
Those marine jetpacks that they're using to fly ship to ship.
Have they ever figured out who the Silicon Valley Yahoo that keeps flying up, and like when people
Where
are
the
coming into
jets are?
LAX, they're seeing him like, "Hey guys."
Well, those are 2 different spots in California, but yeah, there is a guy in LAX.
No, I'm saying that he's a Silicon Valley, like he got his money from Silicon Valley and retired, and like now
Well, if they
lives
know
in LA.
that much, how do they not know who it is?
True, but who else could it be that fits the profile? Hey guys,
I
with a
don't know.
Slurpee.
He's just up there waving to people in the airplanes they fly by.
Welcome to LA.
I'm
Slipping on
Iron
a
Man.
Slurpee. Y'all have fun. Make sure to go to Rainbow.
Those hey, you've heard those flight recordings, right?
Which ones? Oh yeah, there's something out here. Like yeah,
Flight 1703 to LA control. There's a man up here flying beside
drinking
our
a
jet,
Slurpee.
drinking a Slurpee. I think he's got a jetpack. It's like those guys are so confused at what's going on.
You know how long it would make me report that if I was sitting on a jet, especially if I was coming back from LA. I'd just be sitting there looking out the window, like, and then after a while, I'd be like, "Hey, Dustin, look, man, there's some dude out there
There's a
with
guy
a
out there with a
jetpack. I'm pretty
jetpack
sure."
on.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, whoa, there is.
We're flying into
Should
NAM.
we tell anybody?
Nah.
Yeah, let's check it out, man. It looks fun. The guy's just got a Slurpee. He's like,
How you guys doing, man?
y'all going to NAM? Yeah.
Y'all gonna go see Skid Row?
Then all of a sudden it stalls. Oh no!
And he's just
Slurpee goes everywhere.
you just see him run out of gas. Just,
Yeah. Jeffrey Lord's just walking down the street, and all of a sudden he just gets drenched with a Slurpee, and then. Ah!
Why is Jeff in L.A.?
I don't
Just
know,
hanging
man.
out?
No, it's just part of our movie.
Wow, that's a great story.
Do you like my body hitting the?
These are the stories I make up all day long in my head. So yeah, don't play with snowplows.
No, especially if you're Hawkeye.
Yeah. I guess he didn't have an arrow to save him from that, did he?
No, man, no. That's a terrible thing to say.
What? Did you see this bullshit? Now we get to the sexy part of the show. Y'all ready? Everybody in the chat room, you guys ready? We're gonna get sexy here. It's the sexy part of the show. I want to ask everybody just lean back, put your hands between your legs, and ease the seat back. Because this is the sexy part of the show. As of January 1st, the state of Louisiana requires an ID to view porn.
Wow. On their phones?
On anything. Any electronic device.
Man.
You have to input your ID if you were in Louisiana.
I'm out.
To watch porn. Would that dry you up?
Yeah, I'm out. If they do that in Texas, I'm out. I ain't doing that. Not going to go that far.
You're not going to go buy a VPN?
No,
Because
probably.
you can VPN around it. But,
Okay.
I mean, come on. How many hard drives of porn do you have? You could just go back to those.
Man, I threw all my computers away, man. I took him to the curb.
So yeah, this is weird.
Definitely weird. It's a dilemma.
It's House Bill
Human
142.
rights dilemma.
It was introduced last year. It aims to keep anyone under the age of 18 from watching porn, but also to hold accountability to websites that supply it. So the problem is this is also an issue. Like these websites have to have portals for people coming from Louisiana with Louisiana IPs or addresses.
That's going to lock a lot of stuff up probably, huh?
I mean, what if they're like, well, screw Louisiana, we're just going to put it all across Pornhub. You just have to log in and you have to have an ID. Because this shit's going to be sold
going back to 7-Eleven.
This shit's going to be sold
Give me a
to
Slurpee and
advertisers.
I'm gonna get a
Come
freaking
on.
old school penthouse, like with a magazine. Be like, I know what to do, guys.
Hope it's not one of those ones that's like a peeing issue.
Give me some Pall Mall cigarettes.
Why did Penthouse always do that?
What's that?
Here's a peeing issue.
Oh, yeah.
Gross.
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
No one wants to see that. Ever.
Remember the girls of the Southwest Conference?
Yeah. Knew some of them that showed up in those Playboy issues.
I think there was a girl from Martin that was in one of those, right? Like was
And
Miss Alabama or some shit like that.
there was a bunch from
Or
TCU
Texas.
one year, and
A lot of 'em,
Texas, and
yeah.
A&M, and Texas Tech.
Yep.
SMU, SMU.
Wonder if UNT ever did that. Or were they too?
I don't know. I don't know if I could see UNT in that.
Hey, that's why you're a professional podcaster.
That's
right
why
there,
I do
man.
this
That's
show
why you
right
do
here.
it right there.
All right. Now, if we keep it in sexy time, we did this during the midterms, but now it was the end of 2022. Pornhub put out their year in review.
Oh yeah, we did this last year, right?
Yeah.
Or at some point we did.
As far as searches go, the top 7, number 1 was reality. So like real.
I'm sick of that
homemade or
non-realistic
real,
porn, man.
real people or real couples or real whatever. Number 2 was gender, which says it's has to do with a lot of the transgender category,
A lot of
and it's the number 1 category in Brazil is transgender.
dongs.
Group sex was number 3 for threesomes and orgies.
I wouldn't know
and all
anything
that.
about that category
Never
or
been
the
there?
reality one.
Number 4, outdoors, and it says thanks to COVID, the
A lot of people
searches
went
like
out there.
camping and travel and outdoor recreation has become a big selling point. Number 5 was positions, and the number 1 position searched was scissoring.
Imagine that.
And then there's other positions like Amazon.
How'd Amazon do?
Like, what is that?
You haven't seen that?
No,
It's
what is
freaking
that?
looks amazing.
What is?
Amazon's the most amazing position ever.
Let's see. Have I ever done this in my life?
Basically, you get booked by the woman or the whoever has the hole. I should say, I guess.
Huh.
It's nice.
I don't think I've been that way. I don't think my hips work like that.
You blow a hip out.
Yeah.
I broke my hip.
I broke my hip. How'd you do that? Doing the Amazon.
You're 78 years old, Mr. Schneider.
So the Amazon's
Shut up.
interesting. Okay.
Don't tell me what to do.
Number 6 is feet.
What?
That is gross. Feet and foot job and weird. Number 7's findom. Pegging and
That's good.
cuckold and bondage were the
Fin-
top terms in that.
Yeah.
So
Fimdom. Fimdom.
the most searched terms for 2022, we'll just do the top 5 here. Hentai, Japanese, MILF, lesbian, and Pinay.
Why do you have to look up the term MILF now?
Well, that's what you search. You just want to watch MILF porn.
Oh. No GILF?
No. Let's
No
see.
G-GILF?
Is there any other? No GILF. No.
No GG?
No.
G-GILF?
There's a big there's a huge upset in a decrease in popularity of anime,
Oh.
BBC, Squirt, and JOI. the jerk off instructions. So
Yeah.
most popular performers. Now this shocked me, just because Lana Rhoades has always been at the top for years. Now she was
She's
taken
been
over
dethroned.
by a Bella Danger. This girl on Pornhub alone, her videos have been watched 1.6 billion times.
You give a monkey 2 thumbs. And this is what we do with our phones.
Lana Rhoades is 1.4 billion
Oh my god.
times. And Angela White,
She's rich, right? Like she's never gonna have to work again, right?
I would,
Hope so. Hopefully she got that in the contract. Somewhere in the writing.
I'm sure that's how porn works. Is very contract friendly to the performers. From my understanding, they get a lot of stuff. 1.6 billion
That's
views.
insane, man.
Angela White is third, 949 million.
Golly, man.
That's insane.
We're so mentally ill.
In the United States, the most searched for terms of 2022. This is the top 10 just for the United States. The other one was worldwide. Number 1, lesbian. 2, hentai. 3, ebony. 4, Latina. 5, Asian. 6, threesome. 7, stepmom. 8, big ass.
Are you sure you didn't look up my list?
9, BBC. 10, cream pie.
Whoa, man. You got to go overseas for that.
For a lot of that.
That's the episode where they start
Yeah.
talking about it. All the children love cream pies.
Your favorite comes in second to last, Glory Hole.
I want me some glory hole.
It's all about drilling oil. Wow, I went to Pornhub and I'm just learning about drilling oil and how the machinery used in order to drill oil.
Where was Nugget? You didn't give us a Nugget report like last year.
Come on, man. Don't do this.
He's right.
Thanks, Bill Burr.
He's right.
Plastic Bill Burr.
Fake plastic Bill Burr's always right.
Can we write a song called Fake Plastic Bill Burr? All
And
right.
it's wait a second. Wait a second. Now, is this a comedy cover band or is this a Radiohead like cover band with Bill Burr as the vocalist? We swap out Tom, put Bill in.
We sing about him. A red plastic.
About Bill Burr. That's what all our songs are about.
A red plastic bald head.
Who was on Star Wars, Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, anyway, I need to download these, put them on their own soundboard so it's a little easier to go through. So, United States, per state. Give me a state. I'll tell you what their search
Let's
was.
see
Their search
here.
term was
Florida.
BBC.
All right. Yeah, makes sense. California.
Asian.
Makes sense too.
Let's go to
Cheers.
panties.
What?
I don't know. Panties.
Or the panty sniffers?
I guess so.
Good
Arizona
gosh, man.
Is shower. What do you think Utah was?
What was it that Sheridan in
The sheet?
the sheet?
Pentecostal
Yeah,
or
the
whatever?
Pentecostal sheet or whatever it was that we talked about.
Mormon.
Same.
So, and then their neighbor to either side, you have Nevada was cartoon.
Wait, did you say what Utah was?
Mormon.
Mormon porn is the highest.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, is that
And
shocking?
what was the other one? So you weren't
Um,
joking with me
no.
during that. Man.
Colorado was goth. And
That's the last kind of porn I would look at is stuff that I have to look at all the time.
goth.
If I was Mormon, no,
Oh.
I'm like, why would I want to see stuff that I see all the time anyway?
Yeah, I'd
That's
be more
fucking
like
stupid.
Wisconsin that was into pegging.
Right. Utah's got to open up their mind, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand West Virginia
Uh-oh.
or regular Virginia. West Virginia
Is that where they put the hoofs of the sheep in the boots?
West Virginia was trans, but regular Virginia is the one I don't get. Smoking. Who just goes to a porn site and puts in
Again, don't you want to see
Smoking.
something that you never see?
exactly
You've seen that.
Colorado goth, and
Colorado's is goth.
Oregon is furry. Another place.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see something you don't see all the time?
Right, man.
Washington State fleshlight.
Welcome to the Fleshlight State.
What's the state that's smelling Idaho? That's Joe Biden smelling Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Montana. Leather. That's being around a lot of cattle,
What
right?
the heck, dude? Thanks a lot, Texas. Come on. We're the panty sniffers.
I mean, at least Michigan's got it right where they're just like sucking dick. And Arkansas, Louisiana, and
Apparently so with that coach or that kid's dad from Michigan.
Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana all have the same. Black.
Is there any doubt in your mind if those cameras weren't there, he was sniffing those fingers after he rubbed them up by her ass crack?
Oh, no, there's no...
That was immediately going to his
He had to
face.
have done that, right?
And he was like,
He did.
oh, I just got caught. And then he spanked her, he backsided her butt.
I don't know what this is. Alaska?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. What is breast expansion?
I don't know, man. Breast expansion?
I got some research.
Maybe the
to do.
chat room can help us with that.
The top 20 countries by traffic.
Oh, wait. Can you look up what Australia's brand was? What they liked?
I'll have to see if they do worldwide.
Okay.
Because this was just U.S. up here. Traffic by country. Of course, the United States is on top, with the United Kingdom second.
Of course
France
we're on
third.
top.
Let's see.
We get the most jerkos in the world.
Although Egypt spends the most time on their site.
I think that's how the dude got on our show that one
Yeah.
night. The dentist, or was he a veterinarian?
The vet.
Yeah.
And so Japan and Philippines, they spend the most time per state. Alabama, Louisiana, and South Carolina are the top three.
Yeah.
Utah, Colorado, and District of Columbia are the bottom three. Or I'm sorry, no, they're not. Ohio, Washington State, South Dakota are the bottom three. So yeah, let's see. Let's go past that. Most viewed categories of 2022: lesbian. Number one.
So why don't they do the same thing that like Spotify and Instagram and all these social medias do, where you can go on there and see your year in porn
and share it?
Yeah.
Have a little thing. This is my year
Have
in
a
porn.
link. My year in porn.
I would sign up to Pornhub. I'd have an account at Pornhub just for that, and just so I could post that on
Awesome would
social
that
media.
be?
Here's my year in porn. Okay, so you want a country?
Yeah.
Go ahead and just throw something out there. You wanted Australia?
Right. I wanted to know what they're into.
Lesbian.
Okay, makes sense.
Anybody else?
Let's see. Russia.
They're into Russian porn. Another thing.
Makes sense.
Why would you look
Want
at?
to keep doing what you get to do all the time?
I don't know.
Unless they don't have a choice.
They may not have a choice, and there's some stuff that happens in Russia that doesn't happen here. You have to go to a different country for that.
You got to go overseas for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try. Let's see. I don't want to get killed, so we'll stay away from Iran.
Anal.
Iran. Iran is anal.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Oof, man. All right. Brazil.
Brazil is transgender.
They're all about it.
China is all into the Japanese.
Don't.
What?
Don't.
I
Let's
wasn't
move on
gonna
to the
say
next
anything.
country.
Pick your next country.
The next phrase was going to get us in trouble.
No, it wasn't. I was just like,
Hey, let's go move on to the next one.
all of Africa is in the ebony. Except
No ivory.
Libya.
Paul McCartney. He's.
Libya, Egypt, and Monaco are all into lesbian. And Saudi Arabia is into anal also. The Middle East, there's a big anal area in the Middle East.
What about
and
Greece?
Denmark. Greece is lesbian.
It's not anal.
No.
Wow. So the rumors are not true.
No, they just do it all the time. They want to look at other things.
Other things. They understand
They
the
understand
use of
how
porn.
it works, yeah. Although the U.S. is listed as ebony on the world scale.
Not ivory?
No. So, yeah. There is a big area of the Eastern Bloc countries right outside of Russia that are into reality porn.
Yeah.
Categories viewed the shortest. Well, you want it the longest or the shortest?
It doesn't matter.
The longest is...
I'm going to give you the full load.
The longest is mature, and then tattooed women, blonde, roleplay, romantic, and strap-on.
Those are the longest?
The shortest is muscular men, uncensored cartoon, scissoring, big tits, redhead, and virtual reality.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Do you want to know what the gay man is into?
Sure.
Or,
Yeah, let's
I
hear
guess, is it... Let me see here. Okay, their most searched terms, I can't tell if this is just gay men or if it's all gay altogether. I don't know. It doesn't say here. But hentai, twink, straight, black, anime, Asian, Japanese, daddy.
Time code, somebody. That
Yeah.
whole statement.
The whole thing.
What's your password?
Most viewed category. Didn't that what it just said? Oh, those are most terms. The most viewed categories are straight guys, black, group, twink, daddy, interracial, big dick, public.
They just like getting after it out in the park,
Yeah.
man. I do too. Man. It's cool.
Yeah,
cool.
it's all good. It's all good. Men's favorite categories, if you break it down by gender, is Japanese. The women is lesbian. What's viewed more by women? The categories viewed more by women than men is scissoring, trans male, transgender, solo male, pussy licking.
That's scary to me because that means they're just sitting there watching scissoring videos and going, ladies,
That's what it should really be like.
we don't need guys,
Mm-mm.
honestly. Look at this, and they just get mesmerized. They're plotting to kill us.
Well, you definitely don't want the last one. Popular with women, lesbian, toys, fingering. I mean, that's all just solo stuff right there. I mean, or lesbian plus solo stuff. So, yeah, I think you're onto something.
Gotta watch it, man.
Last
They're
place
after us.
is gangbang. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
They're the most female visitors are from the Philippines.
Oh, okay. What's
Uh,
number 2?
Colombia,
3,
Mexico,
4,
Argentina,
5.
Ukraine.
So we have a bunch of tightwads here, huh? That's what it's starting to sound
The
like.
United States is fifth from the bottom.
Come on, ladies.
Yeah. The Bible
What the
Belt,
hell, man?
And I don't know what this chart is. Ages, mostly from the United States, is 18 to 24. We're in the demographic that is barely even charted. How does that make you feel?
People are quitting.
The 45 to 54 range is only 13%.
They're dying.
Yeah. Myocarditis while watching porn. Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen X, it breaks down. Like, this is freaking insane that they have this much stats.
Yeah.
Like, that they can break it down this much. But, of course, we can also do that with people that come to our websites to a point. They even got, like
what what most of our listeners are watching on porn? That'd be great.
That would be great. No, but like in the United States, 86% of the views on Pornhub are on a phone. Only 11% are desktop, and whatever's left is tablet.
I wonder if any of our friends has a burner phone from their wife that they have to look at porn on.
Well, do you have burner accounts on social media?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
You don't have multiple accounts?
I think
I
way
had one.
back in the day when I was like leaving nasty messages on restaurants' reviews and shit or something,
You had
maybe
one?
I had some. But
Well, I mean,
I haven't had a
like-
burner account in a very long time.
Like Reddit, do you have a secondary account that hides all the misfit stuff
No.
you look at? I don't.
I probably should.
You can just log into my Reddit and see all my misfit stuff right off the bat. You'll be very disappointed because it's only Formula One.
Yeah.
My Reddit and Twitter kind of match each other now. Most searched movie characters.
I'm still not on Twitter.
You haven't come back?
Nope.
You're pissed at Elon?
Mm.
Oh.
No, I just don't want to be mad at people I don't even know. That's all Twitter was doing to me. It's making me mad at people I wouldn't even ever get to meet probably.
That's why you change
I
your
was
whole
like, "Fuck this,
algorithm
man."
up. You got to sit there for a little bit, but once it's changed up, it's fun.
It just starts going to funny shit again.
Yeah, I don't look at people I hate at all anymore. It's Formula One, and
Yeah.
although the mom, she's gone, Kinky Mom, she no longer operates.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, kind of disappointing. Most searched movies and characters on Pornhub. Number 1, Harley Quinn.
That was last year's too, right?
I think so. Number 2, Star Wars.
Princess Leia.
I don't know what number 3 is. 365 Days.
I don't know. Maybe some Japanimation or something, or
Then the Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Sonic, Catwoman, Avengers, Princess Leia.
where's Sarah Palin?
I
Is
don't
she
even
chart?
see Sarah Palin in here. People are looking for video game characters. Overwatch, Diva, Minecraft Jenny, Overwatch Widowmaker,
Man,
Overwatch Mercy,
that is-
Overwatch Tracer.
That's doing a lot of thinking about your porn.
Yeah,
Like that's pretty nichey
and this
or
is
niche.
World Cup match traffic. The percentage of change in Pornhub traffic during each match when compared to an average day. When it was England versus the U.S., traffic dropped 13%. But when it was Brazil versus Serbia, traffic dropped 40%.
Wow. Good gosh, man. That's a lot of cutting into, isn't it?
Yeah. This is pretty wild. Then they go through by it's now like this page is broken down by country.
Like this is the most analytical show we've ever done in our life.
and it's
We're really
all
into
about-
these charts, graphs.
We are Australia. You wanted to know more about
you want to
Australia,
teach a
right?
class, don't you, at UNT?
I do. I want to be like, look at this. Look at this.
The Pornhub charting 101.
Yeah. The most trending searches of Australia. Number 1 at 642% is girl with 2 vaginas. What is going on in Australia?
That's why I love those two. I love Australia, man.
They don't even chart Angela White, their own product,
Oh, that's funny.
as one of their top porn
I just like
stars.
their top search.
Girl with two vaginas.
Oh, man. Wonder how long Two Girls in One Cup was going around there.
I don't know. Who's this? Netherlands, their number 3 top search was pizza delivery.
What?
Let's see. Does anybody else have any?
Man.
Poland has a Polish JOI was their number 1.
Mm.
Who's this? Spain, their number 3 was football
Football.
and transsexual orgies.
There you go. Let's spice it up.
Brazil, male moaning.
Oh.
And
You just go to the side of Sparks, that little parking lot area that's facing the auto finance place or whatever. Behind there, you can hear plenty of men moaning.
SF Rigando no Pau, which was rubbing on dick. I guess that's Portuguese for that.
So masturbation, like male masturbation videos.
Philippines, their number 4 was a tattoo artist. Canada, girl with 2 vaginas.
Man,
They're onto something.
It's crazy.
Germany, number 1, curvy German.
Curvy German.
Or Turk porno.
Turkish porn?
I guess so.
Whoa.
Italy, gangbang Italiano.
Okay, I could see that.
Or share bed.
Very racial.
Mexico, green-eyed girlfriend. They're wholesome down there. That's pretty nice. I'm looking for a green-eyed girlfriend.
Man, I've gone on some of those cartel threads too. They're not very wholesome. Those guys party in a different way.
Japan's wild.
Uh-oh.
Number 1's car sex. Number 2 is sucker.
Like a lollipop?
I guess. 3, naughty wife. 4, face writing. 5, one piece.
Wow.
France. I'm not even going to say.
Armpits.
First time anal.
Hairy on. Oh. All right. Well, that's good reporting.
You don't want
I
any
like
more?
that. No, yeah, we're good. That was a good segment. We beat the shit out of it.
We did.
No pun intended.
No one else is fun. Sweden. Cuckold. They're redheads number 1 on Sweden's.
Sweden.
Yeah. Belgium's into pegging.
That's where it's at, huh?
All right. So now that we're done, we're going to get out of sexy time. We're going to leave sexy time on the show. We're moving out. We're going into space. And we're going to end the show on this. Have you read all the stories here lately about the U.S. is now in a new space race?
With China?
With China.
I have heard some about it, but I didn't know there was new information that had come to light.
China
today.
is saying that, well, the U.S. is saying that if China makes it to the moon, they're going to take control of it and start mining resources that are valuable and blah, blah, blah. Which is basically like
what we're going to do?
We're going to do.
Yeah.
But they're going to try to take ownership of it if they go up there and could. The U.S. is really afraid that they're going to set up a bunch of
like military bases and military zones,
equipment that can scramble communications, cause issues between stuff that we're trying to build, cut off communications to a space base if we build one up there, blah, 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 that they're going to be hardcore military about it if they go up there. But China has come back and said, no, that's not our plans. Our plans, space is basically the wild frontier, and we want to explore it for all of mankind and do what's better for mankind. And we have no plans of
who are this
trying to take control of the
scientist
moon.
or the government?
That's what the government. The government. Let me see what it says. His. Hold on, I just read it earlier in here. Hold on. It says his name and it says what he is. Da-da-da-da.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's a member of the CCP or if it's an actual, just some random scientist.
No, he's a spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in Washington. Liu Pingao.
So yeah, he's the government. Probably,
outer space is not a wrestling ground. The exploration and peaceful uses of outer space is humanity's common endeavor and should benefit all. China always advocates the peaceful use of outer space, opposes the weaponization of an arms race in outer space, and works actively toward building a community with a shared future for mankind in the space domain.
See, everybody needs to watch For All Mankind and know what you got to do.
North Koreans get there before everybody else.
Yeah, and that you need to calm down or you could have some situations on your hand real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have some situations. You don't need AK-47s or AR-15s
Did you
space.
see that Instagram I tagged you on?
There was one I couldn't see that you sent me on.
So AK bass didn't ring a bell? Tejano music didn't ring a bell?
Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Do you want that bass?
It'd be funny.
Freaking gold
AK-47
bass.
Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
could take
dun,
it to
dun,
the
dun,
guys at Jericho and be like, hey, I need a prototype of this made.
Hey, Muscleman, make me one of these.
Dave would be so pissed. He'd be getting one made
Yeah.
after that. Hey, man, I need a blackout made.
I need an AR base. But, yeah, we're in another space race, I guess, against China.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see how this works out. I mean, if China does land on the moon first, does that cripple our economy like it did Russia's?
I mean, there's no way.
And when are we going to Johnson Space Center doing the big tour?
Need to. We got to, man.
We got to. We got to book that big tour and go on it.
What big tour?
The one where
I thought you were talking about us touring. I was like, what are we going to do?
No, us tour Johnson Space Center.
Yeah. Gotcha. I thought you
the
meant
big
like we
one.
were going to
The
do some
all-day
shows
one.
out of town. I was like, no, that's news to me. I
No.
don't like leaving.
The all-day tour.
Yeah. That's going to be rad. You just got to put it
Where
on
you can see all
paper.
the cool stuff and you get to sit in Mission Control and we can pretend there.
Press some buttons.
You can sit at Capcom. I'll boss you around.
So I had this conversation about the space race with Mandy a couple times. I was like, when they were in the TV show and they saw like another human, which they knew was Russia at the time, or maybe they didn't know. But anyway, if you were up there, you're on the moon and you accidentally run into like one of the Chinese dudes up there, when you used to be like, hey man, like with your Slurpee, just kind of be, hey man,
what's
what's going on, man? We're
Yeah,
neighbors, I guess.
Why was everybody so hostile?
Like, hey, I know. It's like, why?
I'd be like, we're both here.
Yeah,
It's just
this
us.
is crazy.
Let's hang out.
I'd be like, you want a Slurpee?
Yeah. You want to come over and play some Monopoly?
Xbox?
I don't think they had Xboxes in space.
Well, I'm just
though,
saying
but
now,
yeah.
though, I'd be like, hey, you want to go kick off some COD or something
Yeah.
real quick?
Now, the North Korean
I'd be like,
guy
I got a pool table.
was
I
generally...
wouldn't invite him. I
No,
wouldn't invite that dude. I'd
But
be
he
like,
was generally freaked out because he was expecting to be there by himself, and he turns
Yeah.
around and there's two Americans standing there. He's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Why are there people here? Yeah.
I don't know if I would let him over all the time.
I may
It'd
be,
be
a
like
little...
a certain feel. Like I'd have to get him high. I'd be like, dude, we got to get the Korean dude high before.
Like,
he
if I
calms
was in the
down,
first
man.
season-
he's too uptight. We can't let him in.
If I was in the first season, I was, what's his name? I just sat there staring off, watching a blinking light, going,
Drinking your beer, like,
are those aliens? They're not aliens. What's
Oh,
going
they're
on
probably
here? Like,
humans.
what's going on? And you start losing your mind because you're there by yourself.
yeah.
And then you turn the corner and there's a Russian cosmonaut standing there. I'd probably get a little freaked out at first. Like, I wasn't expecting to see someone else here because
See, I
I'm on the
think-
moon by myself.
Yeah, but honestly, if you got two huge scientific powers on the same crusty planet, no offense, moon people, but it's crusty, and you're just out there, there's a chance that you're gonna see the other one at some point.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go into I'm like you. I wouldn't go into the whole, oh, we got to get militarized. I'd be more of the, you guys like to party? We like to party. I mean, y'all want to
Well, it's
come
kind
over?
of like the whole concept of I don't think there should be any weapons on any of the spacecraft. I mean, what are you going to do if you come across an alien? You're going to shoot it?
I don't
like,
know.
Why
That's
would
an interesting question.
there shouldn't be any weapons? And it should be like even in the greatest movie ever made, Armageddon,
Mhm.
where Ding Dong goes and pulls the gun out of a locked case because he needs to set that nuke off. Like, there didn't need to be a gun.
There's a lot of
in space.
ethical
Don't take
things that
guns
need
to
to be
space.
done. Like there needs to be think tanks, kind of like this
Yeah.
podcast.
I know a lot of these astronauts are Texans, but they need to leave their guns at home.
They should probably bring us in for a few meetings with them. Like, here's what you guys need to do, man.
Stop taking guns to space.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Just take some guitars at first.
Yeah.
Guitars
And Cadillacs,
Guns.
Billy music.
and beer.
An instrument has not been played on
Alright.
the moon. Golf has,
Yeah, golf has.
and that was snuck aboard.
Did we go over in the show, or did I read it or something about how 2022 had the most UFO sightings ever? And they say it's because our technology's gotten better and stuff like that. But they also say that it's undeniable that it was a huge increase. And we've had some of this technology for a few years now.
Yeah.
Did you hear
Well,
about that?
I heard about that, and we were also got into a little texting back and forth that the asteroid detection
is picking up all kinds of
picking
shit.
up all sorts of shit, and we've nearly gotten hit a couple of times, pretty damn close. Like last week, one came within, like, was under satellite orbit, was that close.
And they said it was the size of a car.
They said it probably would have burnt
I
up
don't
a lot.
understand why they say that. Like, what is the size that they think that it won't burn up? Like, how big does it have to be?
But that one in Russia, they said, was the size of a car.
Yeah, and that thing was huge.
And it
jacked things up.
Jacked a city up.
So that's my question that's one of my points about, this is where I was getting to. That sounded weird. We need to be friends because of that type of thing. Like, if we have any kind of defense system, it needs to be for these crazy ass aliens, or it has to be for actual, we need to shoot this asteroid off course, or none of our friends and family live.
Well, if you watch from like the day the Earth stood still, okay, and a UFO comes down and lands in Washington, D.C., why is the military just suddenly like, we got to run out there and point guns at this thing? And because it's a violent thing, or it's, it's a hostile thing. Why not just walk out there and be like,
with a Slurpee,
like the guys in War of the Worlds? Hey, we're peaceful. Hey.
I would choose a
waving
Slurpee.
a flag, and then if it turns its head and it goes, and sprays sparks all over you, then you'll know that it's hostile. We lose three people.
Think about it. All of a sudden, you're up in the middle of space, and you're an alien. Okay, pretend you're an alien, and
you're
you
just
see
cruising around.
You see some little Dustin with a Slurpee just kind of sitting there doing a Forrest Gump wave. Hey guys, what's up, man? Yeah, you think you're gonna shoot that dude? No, you're going to want to pull over and have a beer with the guy.
But what if waving to them is a sign of hostility?
Oh, that's like the goose stepping or something?
That. Yeah.
Well, maybe so let's say that's the case. Maybe you just slurp on the Slurpee, and then you just kind of blink your eyes, like,
you just give them a knowing nod?
Like this, like
we have no universal gesture to know what to give to aliens because they're aliens. We've never really just sat down and talked to them, or have we?
I don't know. Depends on who you believe.
It doesn't depend on who you believe. But we need a universal.
It's going to have to be that way for us to advance. It has to be. There's no way that China and U.S. can go up to the moon hostile and it be something that's productive.
Especially if Transformers are on it and the Israeli Nazi base.
There you go.
On the backside.
I know, man. It's crazy.
I got into a discussion with some people that I won't call out right now.
Flat earthers?
No. They wanted to debate me about how the backside of the moon, the dark side of the moon, has never had its photo taken. I was like, the dark side of the moon is not dark. It's not truly dark. Like, it does get sun on it as it's rotating around the Earth.
Like, it's rotating all the time, and it's on an orbit. It's in orbit and rotating.
Yeah, and so the backside, when the moon goes front face dark, it means the other side is light, right? Like, when it's a new moon here.
You had to explain this?
Yeah. When it's a new moon on this planet, or the crescent starts getting made, the other side is getting the light. You understand that, right? No. And I was like, and there are pictures all over the place of the other side of the moon. Would you like to see what they look like? Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't see this on
FlatEarthers.com.
or what is it? The TikTok. I didn't see this on TikTok.
I didn't see this on
what
TikTok.
The hell?
It's like,
you telling me TikTok's lying to me?
Have you ever just?
It's not educating me right.
Yeah, there's this thing on the internet called Google, and if you put in there photos of far side of moon, boom, there's a zillion of them because it does get light. It's not really the dark side of the moon. It's only the dark side of the moon when it's a full moon on this side. Whoa, what? How does that work? Oh my God. You ever just wanted to punch a kitten in the face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. The one cool thing that's going to happen this month, and this is for everybody that's left on the
January.
show. This is It's my
In
birthday
January.
month.
Your
In
birthday
January, it's my
month.
birthday month.
You
so
own the whole month.
I own the whole month. You're now officially in. I can't be Dustin-a-Palooza because Susie stole that, so I got to be like, what's that one in Dustcella?
Dustcella, man. I like
Welcome to Dustcella.
it. Yeah, man. I like that one.
You like that
Dustcella?
one? What's the other one?
I'd go to Dustcella.
What's the one that's in on the East Coast that we always wanted to go to?
The Bonnaroo, or
Yeah.
or is it?
Well, you're
is
in,
it- and also
that's at
Hangout
Bonnaroo.
Fest.
You're in Dustaroo.
Dustaroo.
You're in Dustaroo. Welcome to the month of Dustaroo. But what happens at the end of this month and kind of rolls into February? They're saying you probably can start seeing it around January 27th to 28th. But we're about to get another comet,
Oh, sweet.
and it should
It's
be
not going to come within like 5,000 miles
No,
of us, is it?
It's over 1 million miles away. They're saying it should be visible to the naked eye, but definitely telescope and binoculars. But you should be able to see it. And this comet is on a 10,000 year cycle. So
Oh,
this comet
wow.
hasn't come by
Since-
Neanderthals, is what they're saying.
That's crazy, man. That's a head trip if you think about that.
Insane, huh? It's called C2022E3 because that's when they saw it in 2022.
Man, that's crazy.
And yeah, hopefully we can see it pretty good. NASA's got some photos of it already as it comes in, but it's going to pass the sun and then come right by. The closest approach to Earth will be 26.4 million miles away, but we should be able to see it.
Pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to that then.
The last comet was awesome. Neowise was great. It was really, really.
I was
cool
here
to
for
see
like
that.
7 days, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you could see it if you went out of town. You could see it good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
Good.
do that this time around on this one.
It's fun. It's fun. So hopefully, this guy says he's already seen it. He saw it on December 4th, early in the morning, using a 90 millimeter refractor telescope.
You know what I would do if I discovered a comet? I would name it Ajax.
Dude, what the fuck?
Would that pissing people off?
The Ajax company get pissed off. Oh my God, Ajax.
Don't let me discover one.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa, that was the wrong one. Well, that's all I got. What do you got? You got anything else?
No, that's it, man. Good show.
Oh,
No, let the music play.
shit.
That's good stuff.
trying
We
to
like
turn it
that.
down.
We like that.
Yep. We reached the end of another one. It is now 2023. This was the first one. We hope you enjoyed it. We got a crazy guest list for this year, so we'll see how many we can knock off.
Have Slurpees with them.
We're going to have some Slurpees. We're going to get this going again. This will be,
We're gonna start podcasting this year.
yeah, we're going to treat this thing right. COVID, we kind of slacked off, but now this is an exit strategy.
We can't play dumb anymore.
We can't play dumb. We can't blame things on COVID. So be sure to neuter and spay your animals.
Nude. In the nude.
In the nude. Nude and spader your animals. What's his name?
You better hit the post, man.
The other
Getting
spader.
close.
What's his name?
Boehner?
No,
What?
I've got like a minute to go before I hit the post.
Oh, okay. You're good then.
So,
Keep it going.
We'll just kill it. We'll just do this in. All right. Until next week.
Chia.
We'll see you later.
Now you know the rest of the story.
Is that Clark Griswold on your cup?
Yeah, it's Mary Clarkmas from Canes.
Have they been doing that this whole season and I didn't get one?
Yeah.
Is that a plastic cup?
No,
Or is
it's paper.
Damn.
Yeah, their whole thing was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You know what
They put out a 4K version of.
So you know what
Bye,
got
chat
this
room.
year?
Bye bye.
When they're all sitting at the table and Clark's like talking about how, hey, I heard that Santa might be getting pretty close here or something like that, and all of a sudden cousin Eddie goes, stops eating. He's like, "You serious, Clark?"
There's so many things great in that
It's
movie.
every year
So
something else
great.
gets me. Like last year is my favorite part of the whole movie. Well, this is a surprise.